Alright, this is an album cover coming at you with another game. This is the second game in the best of three finals of the winner's bracket of the ACM Starcraft 2 Double Elimination Tournament. That is a mouthful to say. We've got our sponsor, Navigus, who has kindly helped us out. Who's kindly helped us out with a lot, just helping in general with the tournament, with door prizes, and we greatly thank them. Make sure to check them out. So right now we've got the second game in best of three between Dakrin, who is the Terran right here on the top right of Kulas Ravine, and in the bottom right we've got Gangle, who is the only Zerg player in the tournament, and he has made it this far, so props to him. Of course, Gangle said he didn't even know where to send his Overlord, but of course he sends it straight towards his base. So, Kulas Ravine is got a pretty reasonably easy to wall in choke here, especially easy just because it's so large of a map. You have so much time to wall in that it's certainly easy to. However, the back of your base does have these destructible rocks here, leading to an expansion. But on the other side of that expansion, you've got these destructible rocks. So it definitely makes for if you don't have map control and you don't have enough vision, you can really easily be surprised by all of a sudden all these units come flooding into your base, and then what do you do? So we do see Gangle going for a similar build. He went for around a 10 pool, excuse me, and which is an aggressive build. He likes that. He likes to get at his roaches pretty soon, along with the queen, and harass a little bit. So he's got his build order down, and he does pretty well with it. We've got Dakrin going to go ahead, and I think that's a complete wall in. It's pretty close. I'm not sure if that is hit there at the top or not, but so yeah. Dakrin has not actually been able to find Gangle yet, and Gangle has stopped with his Overlord right now, so they actually do not know where each other is right now, although Dakrin did just rule out all possible possibilities except for the bottom right, so he does know he is in bottom right now, and we're going to see an Extractor coming up on 18, and then an Overlord, just like that. Double gas. We saw that last game with Gangle, and he did end up teching to layer and using some Mutalisk in addition to his roaches, and Dakrin just did not have enough. He didn't have enough Marauders to handle with this. Now he is going for a fast Reaper, and this Reaper is going to be able to hold off these two Zerglings, but this supply depot is in the red, and if Dakrin doesn't take notice of that, the supply depot is going to go down, and he's going to be supply blocked. He's already supply blocked right now. He needs another supply depot built stat, and I'm hoping this is going to come and get it just in time, just barely in time, gets that, and is going to repair that. This Reaper is going to come down here and start with the harass, although those Zerglings, of course, were killed by the Reaper, and so Gangle does know that this Reaper is coming, so he does throw a Spinecrawler down there. I'm not sure that's the best position for the Spinecrawler. I guess if you're going to try to hold off with your Queen right here, that's a good position. Usually you see Spinecrawlers here in the supply line, but this Reaper is going to wait up here, possibly for another Reaper, but of course can't start making that Reaper until he is not supply blocked anymore. Seen him with another barracks with a tech lab, and two more barracks. So we could see mass Reapers. We could see Marine Marauder again. Yes, he does end up moving the Spinecrawler over here to allow the Queen to come back over here and inject larvae. And we do see a faster layer there, actually before the Roach Warren, and goes straight for Spire. So Gangle feels pretty confident that he is not going to be harassed in such a way, or maybe he feels like this is just a big enough map that he can go straight to Mutalisk, which right now he's going for about the 7 or 8 minute Muta build, which is if you can get the Mutas out, you can really have map control and pretty much dominate. He's using the Spinecrawler actually to hit these destructible rocks, which is something you can definitely do, but you don't see a whole lot of. And then he stops. So looking basically, yeah, all these barracks have tech labs on them, and they're all making Marauders. Dakrin realized that one of the favorite things that that Gangle likes to make are roaches. Little does he know, because he really didn't get a good scout off, that Gangle is not going roaches at all. He's going straight into Mutalisk, which of course Marauders are just not good at all with. And these Marauders these Reapers will see this Spire right now, and so it's just as it pops up. So right now, Dakrin knows exactly what is coming. He knows he needs to stop pumping out Marauders, and he needs to go ahead and get some missile turrets, and needs to get a lot of Marines, because if he doesn't, he's really going to lose a lot of map control. Gangle does have his natural expansion going up. And look at the income right now. Gangle has pretty much in most of these games he's been able to stay on top of his macro, which I think has really helped him be able to just pump out those roaches. But here we have 5 Mutalisk, and really when Mutalisks are not very good in small numbers, but in 4 and 5 numbers here at the beginning, when you're just now getting your Spire, that is enough to definitely cause havoc. Of course, we do see two missile turrets there in the supply line, so those are not enough Mutalisks right now to take down any of those turrets, and this turret is going to be able to shoot those as well. We do see these Marauders and Marines going to take down this hatchery, and that SCV is going to be taken down by those Broodlings, but none of these other units will fall. And right now, if Gangle needs to retreat with his Mutalisks right now, and he needs to attack these Marauders because he did not go for the Marines. But these Marauders are what's really going to do a number on his base right now. With just one Marine in the mix, all these Marauders could go down to those Mutalisks. But these, very smartly split up his drones. Going to go straight for the Spire. I'm not sure. I guess, that's his call. These Mutalisks are going to come in here and just mop up these Marauders. So I guess that is going to buy Dakrin some time so that he can defend a whole lot against these Mutalisks. But at the end of the day, you lost all those Marauders for the price of you lost all those Marauders for the price of a Spire, which is not very cost effective. So Dakrin really needs to be doing something to warrant that, because Gangle is now going to get his second base back up, and just going to be able to rebuild that Spire. He should if he wants more Mutalisks, but maybe he's not going to go that route. Maybe he's going to change. And it looks like he might be going Zergling, because he does have metabolic boost on the way with a few Zerglings. So he may be switching to Mutiling, which is obviously a very, very good strategy as well. What he could do is break into these back rocks with these Zergling while still harassing with his Mutalisks, so that you keep Dakrin in his base, and then you could break down with these and really just completely overwhelm your opponent from a couple different angles. Because if you move your army over here, of course you can harass on this side of the base with your Mutalisks if you have enough. And these missile turrets are obviously very good against air, but if you have 20 Mutalisks, you're really not going to make a difference, one missile turret really. So Dakrin is moving out with more Marines this time in his mix. I like that a lot. It still has definitely some Marauders in there in case Gangle was to go his Roach, which is what he usually uses. But these Marines are really going to do well against these Mutalisks right here. And of course, I do believe that these Marauders do have concussive shells. So very good. Marines also have an upgrade, so very good. Of course, Gangle is grabbing another expansion. Very gutsy, but very is going to pay off if he can hold off this attack and kill this army. These Mutalisks definitely need to back off until these Zerglings run in here and attack the Marines, and then the Mutas are going to need to wipe up just everything else. And they, of course, are going to do that if this hatchery is going to follow. This hatchery does, for the second time, gets taken out. So that is huge. All of these, there are more Zerglings to reinforce.